So like, what can these W-2 people do to completely offset their liabilities without having to buy real estate? So could I do it? And let's say I start a business on the side and I have to put everything into that business. Then do I completely pay no money in taxes?
No, you just start to make more money and not have to pay money on those taxes because you have startup costs, you have assets you have to buy, you have business expenses. Have you ever heard of the profit first method of accounting?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of on the fence with profit first method of accounting. And the reason why I'm kind of on the fence with profit first method of accounting is because in accounting, the equation for profit equals revenue minus expenses. That's your profit. And that is like a hard equation that I just
tried and true.
It's like, how can you break that rhythm? But what it really comes down to, and this is what makes starting a business or being your own business owner as profitable, is if you think about it, what normal expenses do you have that your business pays for? Everything I'm wearing.
Yeah.
How I got here yesterday to California.
Yeah.
My cell phone pays for my home office, which in turn is just my utilities expense, my internet expense that I would have had to have paid for otherwise. So really, is it a profit first? Yes, because it's paying for expenses that I would have had otherwise. Am I making more money doing it? Absolutely, but I'm not paying taxes on any of it because I use those expenses to write them off.
Okay, so that would be the best thing for someone who has a W-2 job to start paying less taxes because you get raked, bro.
Absolutely. I mean, there's really, and I hate this because this is not my motto, but you get what you get and you can't throw a fit. There's not much I can do about it.
Yeah.
Whereas on the flip side, if I'm a business owner, and even if you're on a W-2 and you wanted to start to invest, I would say, look at real estate, invest where you travel. Because again, if you like you live here in California, if you love to go to
I'm actually a Utah resident. Thank you.
Smart man.
I'm actually a Utah resident.
Smart man. Okay, so as a Utah resident, you're still paying a 5%, state tax. But let's say you love to travel to Florida. Why would you not buy an investment property in Florida? And that way, every time you travel to Florida, you can write that trip off. You're paying for it otherwise, you might as well write it off. Let's say you want a property in Hawaii. You love traveling to Hawaii. Why not buy a property on Hawaii that you can travel to and make it a business? You're just making more money from rental income. Now you're writing the whole trip off.
So, I mean, at what point wouldn't it be a business expense? Because for me, I can justify it. Whenever I'm flying anywhere, I'm doing business.
Absolutely.
Right? I'm doing business. And even I'm flying anywhere and I go look at an asset, there's still a write-off. Right? You just have to prove that you were there looking at the asset.
What is the business purpose? Is it necessary? And is it reasonable or ordinary? So going back to this, let's say I buy a property in Florida, that I'm renting out. I'm doing Airbnb, I'm doing VRBO, whatever that might look like, right? What's the business purpose? Well, when I go, I'm doing repairs to the house. I'm cleaning. I'm doing general maintenance. Okay. Is it necessary? Yeah, it's necessary. I could either pay someone else or I could do it myself, right? It's my asset. Is it ordinary or reasonable? It's got to get done. How else is it going to get done? So then the question the IRS would probably ask is, well, how long were you down there and was it for pleasure or was it for business? Well, if it's for business, the IRS requires that you work at least 4 hours or half of a normal workday, right?
That's bizarre.
Kind of weird, but I can understand why it is. So why don't you make a Thursday, Friday trip or a Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday kind of trip? You still get the weekend because no one works on the weekends.
Yeah.
And then all you have to do is you have to do repairs for a couple hours a day, each day while you're there, 4 to 8, 8 to 4, and then the rest, and then your whole trip's written off.
So I'm going into the weeds. So I don't ever do repairs, but I got to go out there and look at it. And then my job
property
is
manage.
Right. Yeah. My job's on the phone anyways.
Yeah.
So how could they ever disprove that? Because I'm always working.
They can't.
You're always working.
Yep. 100%.
You could
I go to dinner with my wife and I get a text about, hey, when can I get in for taxes?
Right.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay.
So again, I think it just comes my phone is my business phone. Yeah. I have a personal line that people use, but my phone is my business phone. When we're at dinner, there's either someone texting me to get into an appointment or my wife's a cosmetologist and someone's trying to contact her to get their hair done or their eyelashes done. I can't believe how much people pay for eyelashes, but I love it. They come once every 2 weeks and pay.
And get the fill?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They get their fill in?
I've gotten 2 lashes done. It just drove me nuts.
Really?
Yeah. My wife's like, hey, let's just try it. And I was like, yeah.
Did you look good?
No.
You look pretty? You didn't?
No. Worse than my bald head.
Bro, when did you go bald?
When the fuck did I was just like,
what happened?
What the heck?
What happened, dude? You always had a full head of hair.
It was time to cut my hair. It was time to cut my hair anyways. And I cut my own hair. Always have. And I woke up in the morning and I was like, time to cut my hair. And I had a couple meetings with some clients who are like, again, I'm like, they're younger guys, they're good looking guys, but they're bald. It's like, I wonder what I'd look like bald. And I just thought that all day long. And so I got home and I was like, I'm going to go bald. And my wife was like, absolutely not. Got in the shower and I did it. And I was like, what
Well, the
heck?
beard's coming in though, bro. So
yeah. I have to offset. If not, I look like a naked mole rat. So.
Yeah, you got to offset something. I got to tell you about one of our friends from high school who's going bald, and he just won't shave it off.
Really?
He won't shave it off.
I can't wait to hear who it is because I'm going to give him a hard time.
You know him too. You probably work with him.